Okay, before we start, I have few suggestions or recommendation or things to remember during the training program. So keep these things in mind. Your journey of learning this TM material will be quite smooth, and you can gain a lot of knowledge and which you can again implement in a real-time scenario. First thing to keep in mind for everyone is that you think that you are working in a real-time environment at some company. So during this training program, think that we all are in one company, and I'm your team lead, project lead, you can say, and you guys are under my team. So whatever assignment I will be giving you, think that that is a actual work assignment, because whatever study or any process which I will be talking about, it's all real time. I want you to think that you are working in a real time environment. It's not a dummy project. It's not any process. Is not like general process. I will talk about what is the process we follow in our organization. So think that you're working in a real-time environment only. During the class, be little attentive and focused. The clinical SAS, which is serious, can be complicated. So I request everyone to be completely attentive and focused during the session. Whatever the complex or complicated topic we have, I'll make it simplified, so that it will be very easier for you to understand. And as I said you, these training are all real time with real time study. So by end of the training, you should be knowing that what is the entire concept of a C disk, what is the process you have to follow. And even I will be talking about team hierarchy, that if let's say you have certain doubts, whom to reach out. You have a data issue, you have a programming issue, you have an issue in some document, whom to reach out. These all things we'll talk about. So that let's say if you join a company, you should be knowing, okay, I have to contact this person. Even though you have not worked in a real time for CDisk in a real time environment, but still you should be knowing about all those things. That's why I say that these training, whatever we will be covering, it's all real time. Utilize this training time for learning. You have done a financial investment. More than that, you are investing your time as well. So try to accumulate as much knowledge as possible. Ask questions. Any doubts if you're having, ask me. And keep the session interactive. And it should not be like it's a one-way conversation. Even something you have, you can tell from your side as well. So if during the courses, any kind of questions you are having, any silly question if you have, just ask me out. Don't feel hesitant to ask questions. During the training class, don't make any notes. Make handwritten notes. I'll suggest you to make a handwritten note, not the writing in a notepad or in a Word document. Make handwritten notes after the class is over. Go through the recording and pause it. Entire sessions, whatever we will go through, entire sessions are getting recorded. So after class end, you will have access to the recorded sessions. So that time you pause it and make a handwritten notes. During the class, just listen to me. That's enough. I don't want you to like, during the session, you're writing your notes and getting distracted. And if in case you think that you are getting less time, so you can even make the speed faster. You can change the playback speed of the recorded session and you can make it faster, and then you can pause it and you can again play it and make a notes on it. Don't get distracted. So focus on just acquiring knowledge as of now. Don't think about like job opportunity or how to crack interview, what kind of questions they will ask. Should I apply as a fresher? Should I apply as an experienced person? So those all things we will figure it out. If our concepts are and knowledge are clear and strong, we will figure it out. That we have to go with the experience, with as a freshers, when openings are coming, these all things we'll figure it out. So just focus on learning as of now. And I have seen in my experience, the students who are serious and work on their assignment, they are able to crack the interview sooner or later. Sometimes they have to struggle more, sometimes less struggle. And whoever just keep on thinking that like what to do, not to do, so they just keep on thinking only. So instead of that, just try to gain knowledge and everything will fall into the place. So basically, when there is a will, there is a way. That's all. And when I say something better, what does it mean? You guys are already aware of this, that clinical SAS is having a high demand. And also it's a well-payable job. Recessions and layoff, you will hardly hear. You may hear about like some other domain like pharmacovigilance or other kind of industry, pharmaceutical company, but you'll not hear about that there is a layoff happening in a statistical programming department. So that's rarely happen. I have not seen any kind of recession till now in my experience. And there is opportunity to work abroad and in India as well. And when you work on this, it's like you are supporting a drug approval process and the work is actually interesting. These are the reason why you should struggle now. You should focus on learning all these things so that your career will be more safe, stable, and you will also grow financially and everything. Communication and presentation skills are equally important as a technical concept. I have seen a lot of guys knows technical concept but unable to express it. So along with technical concept, work on a communication skill as well. How you communicate is very important, especially when you give an interview. How good your concepts are, or let's say you are unable to explain it properly without giving an example, or you just explain it one line or two line, let's say it won't make the interviewer convinced about your understanding. So while learning, you think like if some concept you are learning, some topics you are learning, how you can explain it in a better way by adding example. Even when you join a company, a person who is creating more visibility, kind of like sharing their knowledge, they get the promotion. Then the guys who just work more and not sharing anything, not talking much, not talking much in the sense like not sharing the technical knowledge and all those things, but lacking in the visibility part, lacking in the communication part. So those guys will stuck in the same place. So communication skills will help you to crack the interview and also to get a professional growth also. So focus on communication. That's very important. So with all things above said, if you keep all these things in your mind, so no one gonna stop you from getting placed. And after getting placed, you can easily sustain and work in a real-time environment in an organization. I've seen a lot of guys who are working in a company and they go through this training program and they will say later on that using these programs able to work in a assignment whatever they are getting in a company. Success favors the prepared mind. That's all. I will cover whatever concept we have of clinical SAS in such a way that you can apply as a freshers or experience. It's up to you. Many of our students have kept the experience, learn everything from scratch, and they have cracked the interview with up to 4 years of experience. So it's all up to you, like depending upon your experience you are keeping and all those things. So let's not focus too much on that. As I said, you focus on learning as of now.